Hey guys, how y'all doing? My name is Kieran, and this is Foxhop RPG. So today, we're doing a review of Radioactive Boogaloo. This is the Reviewgaloo. Yes, John, I said it. You're happy? I hope you're happy. One of the guys on the server asked me to say that. So I said it. So this is basically a bunch of additional rules. We're going to have some classes, some magic items, new locations, hex locations. It's going to have a sample dungeon in the back, and it's also have the compatibility guide for the Kickstarter we previously looked at. So, Matt has signed all my booklets from the Kickstarter, at least the Barrows Borderlands booklets. It said, "Are you sure you want to do that?" Matthew Tapp. So I'm going to read a little bit of the introduction, and it's basically, now we had to keep in mind some of the stuff is from a while ago, and it's been updated recently. Like here it says we have 50 plus players in a campaign. There's like 180 people on the server now, plus he has nearly that many in the store. The 50 plus, I mean. At times. So I think he says he has 20 to 30 in a store often. So anywhere from 8 to 30 people in a store, which is crazy. But yeah, more people on the server and stuff like that. But here we go. I must say the love and appreciation I've received for the release of Barrows Borderlands has been absolutely incredible. Parts of this world has been worked on for years and for over a decade between my players and myself. I hope the game brings you all as much joy as it's brought us. In celebration of release of my game, I've included some rulings which have either didn't make it into full game or are better suited to their own supplementations. While we do have more supplements in the work, dungeons, modules planned, I thought I would let in some of these fun bits to get released. I talked about more like what's going on a little bit in the world, how we do Patreon play. We've covered that stuff in the video, but again, this is like talking about that stuff. And here's the compatibility guide sort of stuff for the character creation, for the Portal to Adventure stuff. Your saving throws you're going to use, the overland stuff you're going to use. Again, it's all very modular, so you're going to use the bits and pieces you want. So here you have blank paper, don't worry about that. That is just, in my copy, he added in 2 extra pieces of paper, so on the back you have the same. As you can see, this is page 7. There's page 8. Not a big deal. So here's the Portal to Adventure character creation. You're going to select your race. You're going to roll all your ability stuff here, like it has here. Your strength, dexterity, luck, mechanical, constitution, all that stuff. Then for your character traits, you get your height, your weight, your body type, alignment, appearance, all that stuff. It's going to be in the following booklets it has listed. Same for your class stuff, where it's going to be listed. And of course, when it comes to the class limitations that Ardwin and other stuff might have, you can either go along with that or just say, nah, it's cool, we're not having class limitations. Whatever's cool for you guys. It's all up to you. But then you have the saving throws for everything. You have your base level saving throws. You then have your hit dice, the minimum hit points you can have. So you're not going to be stuck with characters with 1 hit point. The saving throws, like some of them have a load of saving throws, but some of the classes are going to have only 1 or 2. But yeah, there's everything there. Chainmail conversion, so for all the types of characters here. Robot Slayer, Cryomancer, Magic User, your Fighting Man, everything's there. So you can convert and then use it in chainmail with no problem. 1-to-1 man alternative dice rolls for stuff like that. More stuff in there. Oh no, a laser. So when you shoot a laser at plate armor, there's a 75% chance it will deflect and hit another player, potentially yourself or another creature. It has lasers in the rain. What's going to happen if you shoot a laser in the rain? Roll a d12. On a 1, the beam will instead deal 75% less damage. On a 3, the beam will split in 2, hitting 2 separate targets for 50% damage. On a 5 to 6, it has no effect. The beam missed the rain, and the target was unaffected by the rain. You have alternative grappling rules. There already are grappling rules, but here's some extra or different versions of them. Cool. Up to you guys. Explosives and throwables. It's going to be based on your strength, how far you can throw, and then the different types of weapons. You have flash grenades, stun grenades, incendiary oil, incendiary grenades, explosives, smoke grenades, Greek fire, and of course your standard dirty bomb, which is in every game. You have your expanded weapon tables, all what they are, damage and cost, and then you have the different symbols and means, like the different ways they can be used. The same with the extra stuff here. We then have reputation. Reputation is awesome. You're always going to gain reputation 1 per level. Okay. You're then going to gain different reputations for doing things in the world. And what's that going to be? Well, maybe you defeat a bunch of bandits trying to rob a caravan. Or maybe you're the bandits robbing a caravan. You're going to gain reputation from that. Maybe you loot a city or kill a lord. You're going to gain reputation for that. You have your patrons and devotion. So you have your lawful good, your lawful evil, neutral, chaotic good, and chaotic evil. And they're all going to be different. So your lawful good, let's for example, at 0, you have no blessings or curses. It's like you're not getting any favors, but you're not disfavored. On a 1 to 2, you're going to gift of the holy. Devotee may reroll 1 spellcasting check per day. So if you failed, you can reroll it. Because if you fail, and you, example, if you get a miscast, some crazy stuff can happen. On a 3 to 4, a +3 or +4, devotee may prepare 1 of their spells each day without risk of miscast. Additionally, paladins may choose 1 weapon and gain weapon mastery in it. Okay, but what happens if you get in the minuses? Let's look at -3 and 4. Devotee loses bonus, so saving throw from their class. So if you are level 1 to 2, you have a saving throw of 16. You have a +2 in sorcery, for example. Well, you no longer have that +2 for your saves, and it has different appropriate roll stuff for the different chaotic good, evil, neutral, lawful evil, lawful good, etc. And it has additional races, what they are, the stat adjustments, special abilities they're going to have. So you have your Dark Starborn, your Demon Blooded A and B variants, so they're going to be different. You have your Greys, which are totally not aliens. You have your Saurians, you have your Slimes, and you have your Damphoir. And here's some more details about the classes. You have a bunch of new magic items which you can use. Like the Artemis Bow is a +3 long bow, has the power to control wild animals on a 2 and 6 chance, and may inflict disease as an evil paladin does. Both are once per day. You also have a Geiger counter. So we can check radiation levels in a specific place or item, and you may detect paladins and Geigers for up to 60 feet away. Bunch of cool stuff like that. The eye stuff is cool. The eyes are essentially things you are going to equip. But how do you equip eyes? Well, you need to have your eyes surgically removed or gouge them out to then install them. There is risk of failure. You then have your paladin, you have your layer hand, divine protection, turn undead, detection, and the spell. You're going to gain some of these things at different level ups. Lay on hands, you're going to heal hit points, of course. Your standard sort of paladin, but then you have your Geiger, which is your non-standard paladin. Of course, you could have an anti-paladin with this as well. Just change the good things, the bad things. Takes 2 seconds. You have your radioactive hands, so instead of healing hit points, it's going to give your characters or your players 2 points to the radiation resistance per day. So if you know you're going to go into an area that has extra radiation, you can increase the radiation resistance and make it more likely you're going to survive without having been possibly turned dead or having mutation happen. It's awesome. I really like the server. Instead of turn undead, you have turn the mutant, which works in the same way. You have a Chimera monk. Essentially, it's a monk that loves combat, and it's then going to devour and eat its foes and then take on aspects of the foe, which is really cool. So here's an example. For example, Tildor, the 3rd level Chimera monk, consumes an entire wyvern. They then may choose between its wings, giving them the creature's flight speed, its bite attack, its scaled armor class, or stinger attack. So yeah, Mecha Ronin is Robot Samurai. Robot Slayers are mechanics who really don't like AI. Mage Slayers, I think they don't like the magicians at parties. As Darkstar Barbarian Dragon Slayers or Star Barbarian Dragon Slayers, it's a race and a class in one. So essentially, the Dark Star Barbarian Dragon Slayers. It's a mouthful, I know. But these are alien type creatures which have been mutated, and they now have the Dark Star powers within them, making them stronger and better than everyone else. They then have an affinity against dragons and dragon type creatures, gaining them a favor bonus, similar to what you would have orcs or goblins against dwarfs. You have the sorcerers of blood and godflesh, basically a bunch of biomancers. It's really cool and gruesome stuff in there. Again, guys, remember, this is free. PDF is free. The print copy of this is not out yet. This is from the Kickstarter we looked at before, but again, you can pick up this for free. You have your Cryomancer, and it'll work with any system, any OSR type system. You can try some of the classes out or whatever. Have fun. It's more than worth it. After all, it's free. So you mutagenesis tables. So you have your Gamma class in the core game. This gives you different access to different mutations, and it gives you the ability to spend a certain amount of points to basically craft your guy or just have random rolls. I also like this mutant table for when you this is the one we do use now for when if you gain mutation, or if you do a miscast and you get a mutation from that. This is the one we use in our game. You have your solo dungeon generation flowchart. Very simple, and it gives you some simple reminders for the checks you need to do from time to time. Your movement per turn. One turn is 10 minutes, one round is 10 seconds. So a 4 and 6 chance for caves and caravans or caverns to have to be there if they're level 5 or more. So basically, you're going to have your entrance, you're going to roll your room, you're going to roll the size and shape, how many exits, what the doors are, if there are any, are they unlocked, they're locked, they're trapped. You're going to do has all that stuff there. You have your wandering monster, your occasional checks, and it gives you everything you need to know. And it's very detailed. It works really well. Obviously, with stuff like this, you eventually might want to make your own trap stuff. You may want to then create your own random encounter rolls or wandering monster tables or level tables, but this gives you a good start. We have some information advancing beyond level 10. We also have some stuff from Ardwin which we are using, at least some of us are, who have access to it and who've been playtesting for some time. We then have abstract combat stuff. So say I'm an attacker, I'm level 2, I want to attack a level 3 creature, I need to get an 8 or more to get a successful attack on it. But again, if this is a level 3 creature attacking on me at level 2, 3 on a level 2, they need to roll a 6 or more. So it's a much higher chance. But if I fail in my roll, I then have to roll the loss table. And it gives an example here. So 4 to 7, no blows dealt, and combat continues. 8 or 9, retreat 10 feet and drop treasure items. Gives you some examples. Some more here. But down to 2, my character is killed and time to make a new one. Then we have some new hex locations, which are pretty damn cool because you get the free map. It's a download file, you get it, and the core game has some hex locations, but there's a bunch more in here. So you have Xerxes' House of Hope, you have the Lair of the Roach God, you also have Noble Steed, Castle Turmok, Dinoco Iron Farm, Castle Dread, and stuff like Castle Dread, Xerxes' House of Hope, another one here, Ronan's Vineyard. These are all character run things and player run things. I mean, it's awesome. Tons of stuff in here. It's great. Doors of the Ancients. That's interesting. That's all I'm saying. It's going to be awesome stuff in here. And then outside of Borderlands, again, while you're going to leave, there's going to be different locations, places you might want to go. Of course, you can add your own stuff from different games. You want to add the Caves of Thracia, go ahead, add it. You want to have Barrow Maze, there you go, it's out there. You also have a sample dungeon, which is awesome. It's for levels 1 to 4, which is hilarious. It's 1 to 4. It's awesome. It's only 9 rooms. The rooms, here's remember we talked about the blank pages? Well, here's the other side of them. Again, we're not missing anything. Here's 89, 79, 80, 81, blank 82. So we have our rooms and treasures, our room description and treasure, your wandering and your guardians and monsters. So Matt does a very good job of describing things, very short and to the point, but you still get a feel of everything, which is important. You then have the trap matrix for the area, but we'll look at this a little bit. Now this is 9 rooms, but there's lots of secret doors, secret areas you might find things, shortcuts, and you have the wandering monster table. So let's read some of these. So 1 to 4 great alien explorers, 4 to 16 feral green skulls. You might have some skeletons that show up. Then you have to roll for the weapons. On a 1 to 2 it's spears, 3 to 4 it's muskets, 5 it's swords, and on a 6 it's ray guns. You're going to roll for each individual one. So the ray guns are insane. They shoot radiation damage, and that can just kill you outright. And if it does have a chance of killing you to 20% or 25%, I can't remember, I think it's 20% chance, it will not kill you and mutate you instead. And the mutations aren't all bad. Actually, quite a lot of them are very good. But then there's certain areas in the world which don't like mutants. So you have 1 to 6 velociraptors appear, but then there's a 50% chance that they are radioactive zombified velociraptors. You have 1 to 4 robots, which are very powerful. You have an Eye of Fear, which is basically a beholder. You have 1 to 4 Silvermen. I've never counted them, but I know they're supposed to be super powerful. And then you have the new ability scores, which is basically sort of stuff we cover at the very beginning on the... where is it? Here, that's all in here as well. You just roll your 3d6, stuff like that. And even more cool art. So yeah, guys, that's it. Remember, if you want to pick this up, the PDF is absolutely free, and I do believe it will stay free forever. And the following up Radioactive Boogaloos, which will be worked on over the coming months and years, will likely or almost certainly be free. Of course, things may change. But if you want the print of this, you can't get it right now, but it will be available after the Kickstarter is being fulfilled, for sure. And I'm not sure, but I think I might have a print on demand copy as well. But anyway, we'll find out. Again, I'll leave a link in the description. Get this, barrowsborderlands.com. You can get it for free. You can get it for free on DriveThruRPG as well at the moment. So again, this is awesome. There's a bunch of optional rules, classes, and all that stuff. So if you like this one, guys, please check it out. Like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think, and have a good day.